Level 1, Business Analyst. The offer arrives in October, $90,000. You tell your father that night. He says that's more than he made at 45. He doesn't know what McKinsey is. He Googles it while you're talking. He looks up. That's a real job. You agree. You have no idea what the job actually is. First morning, you arrive in business casual. Every senior person in the building is in a suit. Nobody told you. This is the first lesson McKinsey teaches. The dress code is not written anywhere. The second lesson is the same format. You will learn both by failing them. You submit your first deck at midnight. By 6 a.m. it comes back. 23 tracked changes. 1 comment in red. So what? Every slide needs a so what. You Google the phrase before stand-up. You find a framework. You apply it. The comment comes back, better. Not good, better. Day 3 team meeting. You add a point. The EM nods. He doesn't write it down. You learn the 2 nods. 1 means yes, 1 means moving on. The EM uses the second one more. 90,000 base. After Manhattan rent and taxes, $580 a month. Your college roommate took brand management. He saves $1,200. He works until 6. He has weekends. You stop comparing after month 2. Nobody told you to do that. You do it anyway. The hypothesis was already written. You just had to prove it. You call home after week 1. You don't know how to describe the work. You say, presentations. Your mother says that sounds important. You say yes. You are not lying. You're not done learning what it is. First engagement rating, strong performer. You find out 2 months later. There are 2 boxes above it. Level 2, associate, $175,000 base, $30,000 signing, minus $220,000 in MBA debt. The BA you manage has been saving, 2 years of saving. Net worth comparison, you lose. You think about this every Sunday night. You decide to stop thinking about it. The decision doesn't work. First week, your BA corrects your deck formatting in front of the team. The EM watches and doesn't intervene. She is right. You say, good catch. You mean it. That is not what it feels like. First client meeting as an associate. You ask a question. The client looks at the partner before answering. The partner answers, not rudely, just reflexively. The room had a center of gravity. You were not it yet. You own the work stream. The EM owns the answer. The partner owns the room. You own the formatting. You moved cities for this. Your partner moved with you. They found a job they don't love. You say it'll be worth it. You both let that sit. Neither one examines it. First partner review. Good instincts. You spend 2 weeks on that sentence, trying to understand what bad instincts looks like. Nobody seems to get that feedback. Nobody talks about it. You decide good is safe. You stop asking the question. The partner has moved on to a different engagement. You are still in the sentence. Level 3, engagement manager. Your neck hurts. It has hurt since February. O'Hare, 5:45 a.m., Thursday. You are in a client conference room by 8:30. You did not sleep on the plane. A BA asks if you did. You say yes. You are the pressure membrane. Partners push accountability downward. Teams escalate problems upward. You absorb both. Nobody describes it that way. That is what the job is. The client pays McKinsey $450 per hour. Your salary divided by actual hours worked, $67. You never do that math out loud. A client VP pushes back in the room. You hold the position. The partner pulls you aside after. He asks you to soften it. You soften it. That is also called client management. Client service sounds like hospitality. It means the client is paying enough. Being wrong has to feel rigorous. The EM is the one who makes that invisible. You sit on a recruiting panel. On the other side of the table, you ask the exact question they asked you 6 years ago. You don't remember deciding to use it. You were just using it. Annual physical. Elevated blood pressure. The doctor asks about stress. You say the travel is manageable. That is technically true. You don't have opinions at this level. You have recommendations.
Level 4,
Associate Principal. Your daughter's school play is Wednesday. You are in Boston. Pitch deck review. You watch it on FaceTime, hotel bathroom, door closed, so your team doesn't hear the singing. $350,000 total comp this year. 9 business development dinners this quarter at $600 each. Revenue attributed to those dinners? 0. The quarter closes anyway. You log the dinners. You schedule 9 more. You build a proposal over 60 hours. The partner presents it. You are introduced once at the start. The partner speaks for the rest of the hour. At the end, the client thanks the partner. You shake hands. You fly home. At a conference, a CEO calls you partner. You don't correct him. You've learned not to. You also notice you don't want to. Up or out always sounded like a filter. At AP, you understand it differently. It was never a performance filter. Performance gets you to the door. Relationships determine if anyone opens it. For 6 years, execution was the currency. Now you are graded on sales. You are very good at execution. A partner tells you, right instincts for origination. You recognize that sentence. You heard it 4 years ago. It was about something else. Your daughter asks about her favorite part. You say you loved the singing. She says there wasn't any singing. Level 5, Principal. Firm-wide email, Tuesday morning. Your associate cohort. Same MBA, same start date. She made partner. You reply, congratulations. It takes 4 seconds to write. You send it. You close the window. You open it again to confirm it's sent. You originate a $4.2 million engagement. The partner logs it as joint origination. Your system credit, 40%. He introduced you to the client. The relationship was his before you arrived. You know this. He knows this. It still appears on your origination record. Practice area pipeline meeting. Your flagship engagement, solid but not strategic. Nobody defined strategic before you started it. You ask what strategic means now. Someone moves to the next slide. Almost there is not encouragement. It is a holding cost. Principals perform harder than partners. The firm benefits from that math. Almost there is a business model, not a milestone. You parse every word of partner feedback now. Good means nothing. Strong means something. Very strong means you are safe this quarter. Portugal, 5 days. You answered emails from the pool. You told your partner you were present. They didn't argue. That was the damage. Placed on the partner candidate list. A senior partner calls. He speaks for 4 minutes. The year is next fiscal. Almost there is not a destination. It's a billing rate. Level 6. Partner quarterly practice area call. Utilization dashboard on screen. Your column, 63%. Target, 75. 11 people in the room. Nobody says your name. They can all read a spreadsheet. $1.1 million total comp. Your team, 14 people. If origination drops, their staffing drops. You are no longer managing your own career. The math is 14 other ones. A new senior partner joins your practice. He brings existing client relationships. 2 of your key accounts shift to joint pitches. He presents. You prepare the deck. You have been a partner 3 years. You prepare the deck. You thought partner was protection. It is the first moment fully exposed. Before this, the firm absorbed your failures. At partner, you are the firm. There is nothing behind you. You sit on an AP evaluation committee. They remind you of yourself at 34. You write, good instincts, needs origination development. You have written that sentence before. Someone wrote it about you. You are not sure when. Your partner stopped asking when you'd be home, about a year ago. You noticed that recently. You stopped telling them around the same time. Nobody said anything. That was how it settled. The firm doesn't employ you at this level. It leases your name. Level 7, Senior Partner. A CEO defers to you mid-sentence. Boardroom, 15 people. Everyone waits. You've stopped noticing when that happens. You walk through the lobby one morning. A new BA stands there for orientation. She looks at you the way you looked, like senior partners on your first morning, like you aren't quite real. You don't stop. You know something she doesn't yet. You weren't real then either. LTM comp, $3.8 million. You haven't opened a bank statement in 5 years. Your EA manages the accounts. You have 230 contacts in your phone. You genuinely like 4 of them. A board chair you've known 12 years. He takes a meeting with a competitor. Your team flags it before you find out. It appears on your calendar. Competitive intelligence. Noted. That is how the machine registers a loss, with a label and a hyphen. You mentor a first-year BA. You tell her, find the so what first. Write the slide after. You have been saying that for 16 years. You don't remember who said it to you. You pick up a red pen. It is on a BA's first deck. You write, so what, in red. The same 2 words, except this time you are holding the pen. Your oldest child's wedding. You are present for all of it. On the drive home, you check your phone. First time in 9 hours. 47 unread. You feel the 47 before you feel the day. You became the answer. Somewhere you forgot the question. New analysts enter. The engagement clock resets.